for the From 9 to 5 to Entrepreneur vlog. And on this vlog, I tell you about my insights, my thoughts, my experiences going from my 9 to 5 job to the entrepreneur life. And I quit my job back in October 2021. And it has been 10 months so far since I made the leap to entrepreneur. And today, I just wanted to catch up with you and just talk to you from a place where I'm actually feeling really good and happy and upbeat. I actually saw my psychologist today after 10 months of not seeing her. Back in October 2021, I had my last session with her um, a couple days before I left my 9 to 5. And I was telling her in that session, I was like, this might be the last time that we see each other in person because, I had very ambitious plans that I'd be moving out of the city by that time um, but, you know, 10 months passed by really, really fast. And the first 7 months were the hardest financially, mentally, and emotionally. And I don't know why I asked myself, like, why did I wait so long to go see my psychologist? It was like I was willing to invest in um, food and paying my bills and stuff, but for some reason I didn't even set aside anything for my mental health. And when I look back at my success and my accomplishments in 2021, the reason why I was so successful and accomplished was probably because I made time for my mental health, like to take care of my mental, emotional, and physical health. I went for massages every 2 weeks, and I really took care of my body. And I was eating healthy. I was going to the gym. I was doing dance workouts. I was getting a lot of outside time, and I was also seeing my psychologist at least once per month. And the reason why this was so helpful for me was because it allowed me to really get out all of the internal stuff that I was holding on to, right, while I was just working my 9 to 5 and socializing and stuff like that, right? There's so much you can get out through journaling and through meditations and healing and that kind of stuff. But there's nothing like going to a psychologist, in my opinion, or a therapist, right? And I definitely had options to do like different kind of therapies. Like I didn't even have to book my psychologist, but I could have just booked a therapist or something like that. And there are free therapists online that you can actually find. So I don't know why I didn't make my mental health a priority because I was so focused on trying to build my finances and build my business that I didn't even think about just like investing in my mental health first. And then, as a byproduct of investing in my mental health and keeping my mental health um, up there and at bay, the money would be a byproduct, the finance would be a byproduct, everything that I need would be a byproduct, right? And I think that's the beauty of manifestation is like when you start to just focus on your self care, which means mental, emotional, and physical self care, and also spiritual self care. That's when everything that you desire comes in because it becomes a byproduct of that. Because when you take care of yourself, you start to feel those emotions that you would need to feel to bring in what it is that you want in your life. So you start to feel release, you start to feel freedom, you start to feel relieved, you start to feel confident, you start to feel happy. And I almost talked myself out of this booking this appointment because of the financial thing again, right? I know that it's like conditioning that I'm healing, where it's like, oh my God, if I'm not really sure if I have the money, then I'm just going to cancel these things kind of thing, right? But, something just told me, like, I wasn't even moving forward to cancel my appointment. I was just like, I just let it come through. And I already knew that I was receiving money today because I have a recurring payment with one of my clients, which is amazing. I'm very blessed and I'm really grateful to work with my client. And I was like, you know what? I have a plan in place. Like, I mapped out my plan, I wrote it on my Trello board, and I was like, well, this I can go to the appointment, and then what I can do is I can actually, I can pay off my credit card, and then I can link my credit card to my psychologist as like um, my dashboard with my psychologist, and then I can pay afterwards, right? Um, so I'm really blessed and really happy that I came up with that plan. And I'm really grateful that I decided to go to my psychologist's office today and just have a chat with her. And it was just like so amazing and wonderful to see her again. And I saw that she upgraded her office with the decor and stuff. There was like some really cool messages in there. It's very, very nice motivational kind of quotes and stuff. And yeah, I'm really happy. And there is a part of me that's like, I wish I did this before. I wish I invested in my mental health clearly after I quit my full-time job. I did invest in my physical health a lot. Like I invested in massages still, but I think if I were to go back and like rewrite that, I would definitely have invested 80% in mental health and 20% in the physical. Because yeah, I think the physical stuff starts to hurt and show up when you don't take care of this, right? When you don't take care of your mental health. So I am learning, and I'm going to put that in my brain now and be like, okay, well, if something's going on in the body, maybe we should look up in the mental health department first, and then we can figure out whether or not we should go for a physical thing or a mental thing. And I have a new goal now. I have a new goal that every single month I want to give myself some kind of treatment for my mental health or my physical health. So, for example, last month I invested in a healing. So I got a sacred energy alchemy healing done from a healer. That is one of my friends on Facebook. It was amazing. I instantly manifested like free stuff afterwards. I manifested a free personal training and a free boxing class, which was incredible. Like, I think it was like an hour after, and I was about to take a shower, and then all of a sudden I just got a message from someone. They said, "Hey, we want to give you a free $100 certificate," and they got me set up and everything like right away, and it was like so amazing. And then I was able to actually hang out with a friend who reached out and said she wanted to hang with me, but we live in very different places in the city, and when you're meeting someone new, you don't technically want to like travel so far to meet someone because you just have met, right? But this is a perfect opportunity. My brain's like, oh my god, maybe I should ask her to come to boxing with me. And it turns out that she's been wanting to work out for a while, and so we met up for the first time in person at the boxing place, and we were boxing together for two of the days, and we had lunch, we hung out, and she was really friendly. She like gave me a ride home, and she would pick me up and stuff, and we're planning to hang out with some other like business owners and also go hiking and like go golfing as well. So I think it would be really fun, and I'm really blessed. And like this all happened after I did that healing, and the healing was a little bit interesting because it was like a distance healing, so I didn't have to even be present there, but I got a video and everything. So I think I'm gonna actually watch that video again and see what happens after I watch it. But yeah, and then this time, like after the healing, like I immediately just booked an appointment for my psychologist because some stuff was coming up, some like there's just some stuff where like my mom and then my boyfriend at the time and then my dad were like saying all these things, and I was like, oh my god, there's like so much pressure on me. And so I just instantly just like booked a session with my psychologist, and I booked it like very far out. Like I booked it like a month in advance. And I was like, okay, I want to go to this. And I was starting to feel pretty good like yesterday, and I was feeling pretty happy, and I also got paid after, and I manifested a few things. Like I manifested a free book in the mail from a friend on Facebook. I manifested a free Apple turnover. I actually paid for this Apple turnover, but then I got a message on my card saying that the authorization actually expired at the restaurant. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take this as a blessing. So thank you. And then I also got another Apple turnover that I was thinking about getting, but I didn't get, and it was just in my house. Like I think my brother got it and he just like left it there. So I like helped myself and I got one and it was amazing and I'm really blessed and yeah, thank you to my brother, thank you to AW, thank you to my friend Nam, and I'm so happy. And I am going to be seeing my friend tomorrow. We're going to catch up after 3 years of not seeing each other, and we're going to have sushi or Mexican food, and it's going to be really fun. And she offered to pick me up and also drop me off at my parents' house, which I live in right now, and it's amazing. I'm very blessed and thankful for her, and she's so generous and just so beautiful. And like after I went through my psychologist appointment today, like I just felt like a breath of fresh air. I felt so relieved. Felt so released and refreshed, and oh my god, like so many things changed. And my psychologist like kind of gave me a present. It was so fun. She gave me this bunch of envelopes, and she told me to pick one. And oh well, she got me to pick one, and I picked one, and there's a little postcard inside that had a little message from like spirit and everything, and it was just so beautiful. And I was like, can I keep this? Do I get to keep this? And she was like, yes, you get to keep it. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then she also made my day because she was like, oh, I think your dad's probably around the corner. And she was actually right. Oh my god. I'm gonna email her about that, but because I didn't expect my dad to actually come back and like wait for me, but he was just waiting in his car and air conditioning and stuff, so he was chill, literally chill. And I just remember like I was telling my psychologist I was gonna go walk back to Bridgeland and go see if they had any free sanitary napkins there because I was running out of sanitary napkins, and you can actually get like a bunch of free ones at the vaginal clinic. And then she's like, I might actually have some in the bathroom, and let me go check. And I was like, okay. And then she had one, and I love that. And it was awesome that she gave me the one pad there. And it's always nice to have like extra pads. And I know that my period's ending pretty soon here, but I always like to feel secure and safe with a little bit more, right? And I love that she gave that to me, so I'm really blessed. And I also recently invested in a new app for my phone called The Secret to Money, and because I was like, oh my god, like my money beliefs, I really need to have healthier money beliefs. And I admit that when you move into an environment where the people who are dominantly in your space don't have healthy money beliefs, is very hard. It can be very hard to get yourself out of that on your own, especially if you don't have other influencers in your life about money. So I was like, you know what, I need to invest in some help. So I was able to actually find the money because I had moved some money that I made through Coinbase into my PayPal account, and I tried to take it out of my PayPal account and transfer it over to my bank account, but I wasn't able to for some reason. Even though I met the minimum amount to transfer from PayPal, it just wouldn't let me. And I feel like the reason why was because like Spirit just knew that I was going to invest in this money app, and I had like more than enough to buy it through my PayPal account. Because like what happened was I clicked on this money app through one of the YouTube videos on The Secret from Rhonda Byrne. I think it was the one on paying off debt, because that's what I'm focusing on right now, is being able to pay off my debt. And what is happening is I went into the app, and then I saw that it was like $6.49, and I just was like, you know what if I just click on the button just out of curiosity? Like that's what I was thinking. So I clicked on it, and lo and behold, my PayPal account shows up, because I've got my PayPal account connected to my Google account, and it was like, do you want to pay with this? And then I was like, yeah, I do, because I have money in this PayPal account. And I'm like, yes. So then I click it, I buy it, and oh my god, I've been using it for like a week now. It's been amazing. There's a bunch of affirmations there. There's like a daily inspiration, like wisdom thing there. There's a section where you can talk about the manifested money. So, like any gifts you got, vouchers, coupons, discounts, whatever it is, you write that all down. And of course, any actual money you manifested. And then there's also a tab for your desires, and there's a tab for things that you've given, right? And you can even put 0 in the giving things to mark it as priceless, like things you've given to people as priceless, like, giving a hug to someone, that's priceless, right? Um, and I love it so much. Oh my God. Like, I just go through the money affirmations as much as I want to, right before I go to bed and right after I wake up. And I just feel so abundant and just so amazing and really happy and good. And I think it's great because it's actually shown me affirmations I've never even thought of before about money. Like, that's how bad my money beliefs were. Because I really believe that I could not get money from just from not from outside my job. Like, um, I knew that I could get money from freelancing, but it was so hard for me to believe that I could get lots of money from my business. And it was getting really hard because I was starting to believe other people's limiting beliefs about that. And I was like, no, no, no. Like, I'm here so that I can shift that belief and make it a healthier belief and be like, yes, I can make money through any source of income, right? Um, so it was awesome. And I also cleared a money block as well. I was able to ask my dad for money because he did give me permission before, and he even asked me, he's like, if you ever need any spending money, just ask me. And it took me 2 weeks to be okay with asking him that because I was like battling whether or not it was okay to ask for money. And then I realized why I was feeling that way, because someone had asked me for money, and it was actually a client who asked me for money to help him pay his mom's bills. And I immediately blocked him after that. Like, I was nice about it, but I just immediately blocked him after that. And I was just like, no. And I think ever since that incident, I felt really bad about asking, like, my own parents for money and stuff like that. And I know actually a lot of people have been telling me to ask my parents for money and, like, to borrow money from them to help me pay off some bills and stuff like that. And you know it's hard. At the same time, I would like to ask them, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to ask them because I also know that they have their own bills to pay too. And I think it's okay to ask for like a small hundred something dollars here and there, and maybe that's my limiting belief too. But asking my parents for, like, you know like 200, 300, 400, $500 a month, 2,000, $11,000 or whatever, is too much. So I want to be able, and I would like to be able to make this on my own. So I have been looking into different ways I could do that. I called in to ask about taking out my RSP, and right now my focus is on just paying my bills and my debt off. Yes, at least 50% of it by the end of this year. So 50% of it, I owe about $25,000 right now. So 50% of that is like $13,000, $12,500. Yeah, $12,500. So yeah, so I'm bringing things down into micro goals and being like, okay, like, this means that I just need to make at least 10K each month, or 10K every 2 months, right? So 5K each month would be nice as well. And ultimately, I would love to make $20,000 per month in my business. And yeah, be able to talk about money more, like, safely, and be more positive about money. And I'm definitely working on different ways that I can treat money and look at money, like my relationship with money. That's what I'm working on right now. And I'm trying to look at money as, like, if it was like my dog, right? Like, every time my dog comes into my room, I greet him with so much happiness and love, right? And I really want to be able to do that with money. And I know that there's a part of me that still judges me like treating money that way. But I'm like, you know what, there's literally no one watching me when I do this, and I'm like, you know what, money's awesome. I love you, money. You're amazing. You're wonderful. I love you so much. I'm so proud of you. Like right, just like kissing money like that. Hi, Elizada. Welcome. It's nice to see you. And like, yeah, just being so happy around money, because I think a lot of my life I grew up around people who didn't get overly excited about money, right? They got overly excited about experiences, people, food, but for some reason they wouldn't get overly excited about money. And I'm now learning that I don't need to. Ooh, cello just went up, crypto, by 6%, which is awesome. Um, I'm now realizing that I don't need to look to others on how to celebrate or be excited for things. I just need to look to myself. If it feels right to me, let's do it. As long as it's not hurting anyone, I think it's right to do. So I'm owning that. I'm committed to me. I'm committed to owning my emotions. I'm committed to happiness, to my own happiness. I'm committed to making a brighter place and a brighter world. I'm committed to shining my lights. And yeah, I'm really happy about this. So I really thank you all so much for watching this, and I really appreciate you for watching and your support on this channel. And definitely let me know if there's any like specific topics you want me to cover about entrepreneurship or starting a business or running a business or hiring, that kind of thing, making money in your business, that kind of stuff, how to keep your focus, that kind of thing. Let me know in the comments what you want to see on this vlog channel, because I'm also really committed to making more content on my YouTube channel and making more content on my social media channels as well. Like, I am committed to being a content creator and creating the best content for y'all. And yeah, I'm having fun with it as well. So yeah, let me know, and thank you all so much for watching and for your support. I appreciate you all. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next time for another From 9 to 5 to Entrepreneur vlog. Bye.